A very good morning all and greetings from HelpAge India. I am Yetendra. I was a volunteer for HelpAge from my childhood because there are many youth present here just by motivation. And after finishing my social work, I just joined HelpAge India 18 years back. This is my 19th year with HelpAge, thanks to the organization for giving me an opportunity to serve the cause. And HelpAge India, we have started operations in India in 1978. See, you will be wondering, right? Because 1978 there was strong joint family system existing. So people were wondering why such an organization is needed to take care of elderly when already there was an existing system. The social system was already present, eminently seen. So the answer came up in 1990s where there was globalization and urbanization, where there was a lot of migration of youth from even rural to urban and even on global basis. So this was very vibrantly felt. As a result of it, the entire social structure got a drastic change. So even including the family structure, the Indian family structure got a massive blow with this. So this youth are very dynamic, energetic, and they are also philanthropic in nature. That's a positive thing in this. Because recently I was reading an article, it says 90% of youth are philanthropic in nature. That's a positive gesture for any country. So I'm very happy to note this. And also, these youth who are very energetic, they believe in sharing. Sharing is what? Caring. Good. Sharing is caring. I do share my Wi-Fi, I do share my Netflix account and all. How many of you may know? How many of you share? Do you share? May have your hands raised? Do someone share? Oh, great. So many of us share. So what's happening? Fortunately or unfortunately, even elders are being shared in the family system. So before, when we used to call, we used to say, "Uncle, how are you?" Now when we are calling, we are saying, "Uncle, where are you?" So we are asking them, "Are you with your son? Are you with your daughter? Are you abroad babysitting? Are you there? Are you there delivering? Where are you right now?" That's the situation where we are in. And no one to be blamed. This is the impact of the social change, the framework, the family changer, which is drastically changing. So many youngsters tell me the best part of the life is aging. So they say, "What is there, uncle? Aging is good. Aging is happiness. Aging is relaxing. We are the persons who are working hard. What is that? They get pension and they are very much happy, enjoying their life." Is it so? Or maybe not. We don't know because we never had time to look into their lives. Isn't it? So I thank the organizers to giving us an opportunity so that now we are going to see really, is it true? Is it that really aging is such a blissful situation? Let's see. Let's see it through their eyes actually. There are many elderly, my friends, who are deprived of primary health care. Believe me, it's not the poorest class. It's even the middle and the lower middle classes who are unable to cope up with the medical charges, the billings and the medical treatment, which has become a costlier affair now. Right? There are many destitute elderly, the orphaned elderly we call them so, who they don't have any children to take care of. They are nowhere to go. There are widows, there are widowers. They don't know what to do. They don't have any vision for their future. There are no planning. Social security is available. And also, there are many elderly who are residing in old age homes. And please note, they are not orphans. They all, as per our survey, there are 99% of elderly who are in old age homes have their own families. Then how come they have landed up here? Because of small misunderstandings and conflict in the family. They are eagerly waiting in the old age home that some time down the line someone may counsel and rejoin them in the family. Who will do that in this busy life? They are all alone staying there when their families are staying at some other places. It's so pity to see that they are away from the family after putting so much of their efforts in bringing them up. So there are many such elderly, and don't think that elderly whoever are in the old age homes are orphans. No, they aren't. There are 90% of elderly in our unorganized sector. When we say of elderly, we think that they are all pension holders and they have some income security. No. the income security is available only for 10% of the elderly population, especially in India. 90% are working in the unorganized sector, where they have to work daily to ensure that they get food daily. And also there are many destitute elderly. Many of you, when you stop at the signals in your busy life, you might be witnessing some elderly people. From where they have all come to these urban hubs. And this mischief is done by their own children. It's very pathetic to see and witness. What they do, they technically bring this elderly from the rural and tribal areas. They abandon them at the bus stops, railway stations and government hospitals. Wherever you visit these places, there are a number of elderly people who are abandoned by their children. They are not orphaned elderly. They are elderly who have been abandoned by their own kith and kin. So eventually what they do, because of aging, they can't work. So their age doesn't permit them to work. So they are forced, beggar force, which are residing in the urban areas. When we are talking of slum clearance, when we are talking of beggar-free metros and all, these are the elderly who have lived a dignified life in their own rural and tribal areas. They have their families back. So when you stop at any signal, when you see this elderly, don't look upon them as someone who is really a destitute, poor and untouchable. They have led their life in a really good way. There are many elderly, if you ask elderly what is bothering you, it's not financial security or any riches or any comforts. They are worried that their last ritual should happen in the hands of their children. It's really a tragedy. Really, if you, out of 10 elderly, 8 of them are really worried, because as per the Indian system, religious system, it's the children who will do the last rituals. So they are not there. They are migrated to some other places. Now many of you, even including me, we are witnessing marriage ceremonies online, right? Recently, one of my cousins' marriage was live air. That's how the trending is going on. Now, unfortunately, the last rituals are being aired live. Why? Because children are unable to attend the final rituals. Their kith and kin are doing it. They are performing it on behalf of them. So the children are sitting somewhere and witnessing. So parents are horrified because of the social change. They are not at peace of mind in the end of their life. So this is the situation where some elderly are. And my friends, an author unknown, it is said death is the biggest tragedy in anyone's life. Okay, if someone says, I am very much happy embracing death, then their life should have been very terrified, right? We never want to hug and death, right? In Telugu, it is said, ఈ ప్రపంచంలో చావు కంటే భయంకరమైనది ఏది లేదు. ఎవరైనా ఒక వ్యక్తి నాకు చావులోనే సంతోషం ఉంది అనుకున్నాడంటే తన లైఫే అతి పెద్ద ట్రాజడీ ఉంటుంది. There are, my friends, lakhs and lakhs of elderly people who doesn't want to see tomorrow. They doesn't want to see tomorrow. They just want to have a peaceful death, not peaceful life. Why? Because they don't see any hope. They can't see any happiness. They don't have anyone to talk to them, show some love and respect to them. They don't feel interested in their life. So they wait for death to happen. So there are many such elders in these busy lives. So what do we do as a HelpAge India? From 1978, we are visionizing and we are trying to create a age-friendly society where elderly can be provide support system and have a happy lifestyle. For which what we do lot of welfare activities and developmental activities like in the AB which they have showcased. Apart from this, we develop ecosystems for them. We create elder self-help groups. We facilitate formation of elder self-help groups. We work with the senior citizen associations. Also, we work with community-based organizations so that an ecosystem in the community is built where the elderly are taken care by the society itself. At the other part, we do lot of advocacy activities. We work on rights and entitlements of elderly. We work with different stakeholders, with the state and central governments to ensure their rights and entitlements are protected. And why do we do all these things? Why do we want to? What is our main purpose? Our purpose is that elderly should be seen as part of the society. We do HelpAge as a family, we don't see elderly as a standalone entity or a beneficiary where some relief activity or some charity should be happening. We visualize that elderly should be taken care of, part of the family system, part of this society. We want to ensure that the society and the neighborhood should be taking care of them, and the government or NGO should be playing a facilitation part wherever possible. So we strongly believe that the age-friendly society should be strengthened so that elderly are respected, taken care by their own family. So we work more on intergenerational approach also, so that the younger generations really happen to take care of elderly. And at last, my friends, one of my professor, when I was completing my social work, he told me, Yetendra, social work is a thankless job. Then how come I am in an NGO and how come there are so many NGOs working? Because, my friends, as an NGO family, we see this entire world as one family. Okay, we see brotherhood in everyone. We see love and affection in others. Okay, we don't need thanksgiving. We feel happy when some other feels happy. That's how we work. That's how we together try to make some change in the society. So, while thanking the organizers for organizing such a beautiful platform for us to express what we are doing our best to the society, also on behalf of our NGO family, my friends, I cordially welcome you all on behalf of HelpAge India and also the NGO partners. I cordially invite all of you, whoever are here and witnessing and this hearing, we humbly invite you and request you all to be part of this generous cause. So let's make a change. Let's ensure that we create a better world for the future generations, also a world where elderly are respected and taken care of. Thank you very much. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. Thank you.